All right, guys, today I'm going to tell you how to make the Tornado Box V2. I'm currently moving out of my apartment, so I'm going to kind of rush through this. I wanted to put this video up a while back, but just didn't have time. But let's get right into it. First thing you're going to need to purchase is a display case off Amazon. I'll have the link in the description for that. Next thing you're going to do is on that display case, when you assemble it, which I'm going to put it together real quick here. These pieces go in like so. So I don't have a tripod, so I'm gonna try to do this as best I can. Yeah, this goes here. And this is just acrylic plastic. It's like an acrylic plastic display case. And the last piece is gonna go here. See if I can get this in here. Great. Okay, cool. And get this there's these little clips that pop into place. All right, great. We got the display case assembled. Now, the most important thing about creating this Tornado Box 2 is if you notice these slits I cut, and honestly, I used a Dremel tool and sandpaper. I'm gonna try to I'll use my iPhone, or no, let's see. I'm holding my iPhone. Well, anyways, I have nothing in my apartment. Anyways, you're gonna make slits with a slight angle here, but I would say about just over maybe a 1/4 inch. You can experiment with how wide these are, but if you notice I have one here, right? Because air is gonna come in here. Then I have another slit here, so air is gonna come in there. And you can see this one's a little bit wider, but my thumb, that's probably about a 1/2 inch. So ideally you want these to be all symmetrical and even. And then if I spin it again, so the air is going, there, here, and then here's the last one. And ideally you want these all to be kind of the same. This is about, I would say, 6 to 7 inches tall. It doesn't necessarily matter how tall they are, but you want, I would say, at least 4 inches, 4 to 5 inches. I had another version of this that had slightly smaller slits. So basically, when we put this piece on, which has the fan on it and the suction, it's going to basically draw air in a circular pattern. Next, so let's go ahead and show you. I'm going to show you guys this part. So that plastic piece there was something I got from a humidifier. I just cut it, and I experimented with a few different types of nozzles. That's something you guys can mess around with. But the hole below this is about that wide. So I cut it about the same, almost the same diameter as the fan here. This is a fan from, it's just a computer fan. It's a Watai computer fan. I salvaged this out of a old desktop PC that we were throwing away. And then I just bolted it to the top, perfectly centered. That's really important. You want that to be nice and centered. And then this piece just clicks on top of to complete the display case. These display cases, I believe on Amazon, they go for, I don't know, around $20 or $30, but once it's all clicked together, it's pretty sturdy. I mean, the thing's not going anywhere. And last but not least is just plug it in. And there's a computer fan you can get that comes with a control. And honestly, this thing is like overpowered. Like when I'm actually creating the tornado, I have it pretty low. I don't turn it up very high. A little bit goes a long way because it sucks a lot. And then you can also mess around with the hole and adjust the cone that you put on there. You guys have 3D printers. You can probably 3D print one that's even better. But I used a hairspray cap with a hole, and then I used that funnel piece from the humidifier that I had. So we're gonna plug it in, and just FYI, I am gonna use a vape, just like my last video. But I had a different bottom that I created with a humidifier. I tried so many different types of humidifiers, and I could just never really get them to produce enough fog or like, you know, steam to really make the tornado show up. So I am going to be using a vape to just gently blow smoke into one of these holes here, and you'll see the effect. It's honestly phenomenal. The tornado it makes is beautiful. The alternative to a vape is a mini smoke machine. You can search, you know, mini smoke machine. People buy these little mini smoke machines for photography and stuff, and they come with different attachments, so the fog will be like, you know, very thick and low hanging. But yeah, I'm gonna turn it on here, turn the fan on low. You can hear it there. So I'm gonna set it to low, and I'm gonna grab my vape here. This is a vape. For those of you, you know, under 18, do not use a vape. Don't vape, it's bad for you. I'm doing it purely just for this. But yeah, here goes nothing. And you can see the tornado start to form at the base there, and it'll get tighter and tighter, and then it'll start to create the actual tornado. Let's give it a second here. There it goes, it's starting to work. And obviously more fog will create more of a tornado effect. I don't know if you guys can see it there. I'm actually gonna turn off some of these lights. There we go. And I mean, the whole goal was to create a tornado that's a super slow tornado and lingers for a long time. That's what I wanted to do. I felt like, you know, the shoebox tornado is kind of fast and goes away really quickly. It's a pretty good angle there. But anyways, yeah, it just creates a nice tornado in the box. That's a better angle there. But that'll just hang there for quite a while. It just basically, and the more fog you add in, the more intense it looks. I mean, you could pump that thing full and the fog will sort of just linger on the bottom. And then start to create the tornado. But anyways, yeah, that's it, guys. I'll put the links in the description. That's kind of a cool shot from overhead. That way you know which case to buy. Let's try without hardly any lights, see what that looks like. Okay, can't really see it at all now. That's a little too dark. And I'm gonna crank up the power, you see what happens. It really starts to get aggressive at the bottom there. Woo, tornado. Anyways, that's it guys. That's the Tornado Box V2. So good luck and have fun with it.